I know somebody did that. I can't remember who though.
To the cat?
No, some. I think she
Yeah.
does
I
something.
remember. I remember that. Yeah. I just didn't know the way you were talking. I thought it was a cat.
Well, yeah, in this case it is the cat, but yeah, that was the closest sort of approximation I could think of. I need a new spatula.
Oh man. I don't know what to do in Outer Wilds anymore.
Well, you had the black hole forge thing, right?
I got in there last night. Remember?
Wait, so what did you find the black hole forge? You actually, yeah, you lowered it down, you got inside. What was the actual thing you get from that?
Information.
I think so, but there was something important you get there. I can't remember what it is though.
I thought I just got information from it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is just information. I think it was. I thought it was something critical to figuring out how to use Ash Twin. Although, actually, technically, I think you already got the trick to using Ash Twin, or to get inside Ash Twin. That is.
Black Hole Forge. A warp tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver, rather a warp tower always aligned to the center of its corresponding astral body. The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. The hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. All of the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6 warp receivers were being constructed at different locations. I know my name
Oh, yes.
Pokey successfully forged an advanced warp core. Okay.
You actually just said the trick to getting inside Ash Twin.
Does it have to do with where they are in their orbit?
Kinda, yeah. Well, not the orbit exactly, but think about it. What they said about what the location of the warp point has to be. They specifically talk about Ash Twin and Ember Twin there.
All the warp towers were being constructed on Ash Twin, while the 6
Yep.
warp receivers were being constructed at different locations.
Uh-huh. But they specifically mentioned that Ash Twin and Ember Twin are close enough together that something special there's something special with their warp point.
It seems like it would be right between them.
Yep. So how do you aim it right between them?
How do I aim one of the warp things?
Well, there's a warp tower for Ash Twin, isn't there?
On Ash
On
Twin?
Ash Twin. Yeah. So how do you make that aim between them? Because they're just going to keep rotating. What point in their cycle? There's a very distinct point where they are aiming at each other, or you'd be looking straight up at Ember Twin.
Well, they're constantly orbiting around each other.
Yep.
So if I go to Ash Twin, which is still covered in sand right now.
There's a specific moment you have to step on the pad to actually make it work, essentially.
The pad for both planets.
Yeah. I don't remember which one it is. Hold on, I'm actually going to open up your stream here for streaming.
Oh, I wasn't yet. I mean, I wasn't,
Oh.
but I can because I thought you were
You don't
cooking.
have to. I'm cooking at the moment, so it doesn't matter too much. But
So I can't just stand on it non-stop and just wait for it to happen?
I think you might be able to. But there's I think that might just take you to Ember Twin, but there's a specific moment when you're aiming at the point between them, essentially. If you think about it for a second, you'll probably recognize what it is. Well, let me give you one more hint on that.
Sure.
At what moment when you're standing on Ash Twin do you look up and notice that they're, well, like when you're closest to What is on top of you when you're on the spot on Ash Twin that's closest to Ember Twin at that moment?
It'd be one of those solar panels, wouldn't it, or no?
Nope,
On-
actually,
on-
there's because those are on the sides of the planet. If you're on the part of Ash Twin that's facing Ember Twin, in that moment,
I guess the gravity cannon?
nope.
No, well,
What goes between the two of them?
the sand. Right?
Yeah. The sand is always the is a funnel between the two closest points.
So I need to be on the teleporter when the sand hits it, basically.
Yep. Pretty much.
I have to wait for the
don't
teleporter
remember,
to
I think-
pop up.
I think there's like two teleporters for that one. I don't remember which one is which though.
Yeah, because
Only
there's
one of them will send you to it.
Yeah, there's two of them, one on the left and one on the right.
Yeah, so you may have to experiment with that a little bit, but okay, that's half my lunch made. I think I actually mentioned this to you, but Zara is certainly having an interesting time at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure this is the best thing to put on a thing you'll be posting, but I can put it at least in vague terms. But
Okay.
essentially just a lot of sort of unexpected friend and relationship drama sort of on their end. This is the first time hearing about it, but sounds like a
Oh.
rough time in general.
Always fun stuff. to
Yeah,
Get upset over.
well, yeah, I mean, it's understandable. Just sucks when that's the, well, especially in this case, I think it's sort of a feeling of, you know, this thing's been happening a while.
Yeah.
I think most people have a very natural inclination not to want to be, or to want to be trusting and, understanding, and then if you feel like you have that sort of, not reciprocated, that could be a little bit of a rough thing to experience.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay, gonna let that fry a little longer. But yeah, this is probably one of the last things I figured out, which it's not really how it has to go, but
All right.
one small warning: if you leave your ship there, it's gonna get sucked out into space.
Yeah, but am I going to be coming back?
Well, you might. I mean, this is not necessarily the end of the game. This is how you're going to end the game eventually, but you don't have to end it immediately.
Yeah. I can't actually go
Yeah.
there now anyways because I have to wait for the thing to come back around.
Yep. Well, you need to figure out which of the pads you're going to stand on. I think there may be only one that's functional. I don't know.
And they're both so full of sand still that I can't tell for sure. This one looks broken. This one looks fine.
Okay, the fine one I think is the one you need. And is there a roof over it, or is it an open one?
Well, it's got this.
Oh, sorry, I'm across the room. I can't quite
It's-
see at the moment.
It's got the glass like sight.
Okay,
And
but the glass sight
and
still in place?
the glass sight on the other one that's broken is gone, so I would be pulled right up through it.
Well, this one might be the right one then. Certainly where I'd start trying. Oh God, chorizo is so good. It is so. I mean, like I should have made a more elaborate lunch, but it is so easy just to fry the shit up and just throw some rice in and just watch it absorb all the deliciousness. Hate to waste all that delicious fat otherwise.
Oh, here we go.
There was something tricky. It took me a few tries to make it work, and I can't remember why. Did it work?
Yes, but
Oh, nope.
it was the wrong
You're
one.
an Ember Twin now, right? Oh, wait, does that thing tell you the weird gap in the... Oh, if you go to the other one? Yeah, arrival time. You'll notice it's not instantaneous. Okay, so it's the other one. Yep. Yeah, this is the one. So that you tried that one first, right?
Yeah, I tried the one that was intact first.
Okay, so yeah, I'd say refill and go try the other one. And by the way, you're correct that it will suck you up into the funnel, which was part of the problem I had with it, because you have to be close to the floor to make it work. So I think what you have to do is basically stand in the middle underneath the overhang at first, to sort of like not get sucked away. And then as it's passing over, you need to basically step onto the teleporter. I think that's how it works.
Like, get over here and then wait for it to...
Once, like, do you have something over you at the moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. Once it's passing over, then you rush out and try to get onto the teleporter and hold yourself down onto it for a second. I think that should work. Yeah, I want to eat this stuff right now. So delicious and filling. Should have made this after I was making lunch. Just torturing myself. I go out of my way to make sure I get every grain of rice off of it. Actually, I should get some eggs and add egg into this. It'd be really good.
Egg.
Yes. Egg. One problem with chorizo is it gets that orange grease every place.
This is fucking trippy looking. Oh, this is the room. Okay.
Oh, it worked?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You had better luck than I did the first time going through. Alright, so now you know how to get inside Ash Twin.
12 minutes until end of cycle transmission.
I think there's some cool stuff you can do in here. Trippy looking, huh?
Yeah. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here, in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin Project, powerful enough to send information back in time. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiment at the High Energy Lab. I still can hardly believe Ramey's hypothesis was true. Pokey just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassiva is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis. It was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis. The cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important point is we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well, and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that, too, is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event that it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, this structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. And it failed, right?
I think so, yeah. You found out that they weren't able to make the sun explode.
Yeah, like they barely even got like noticeable changes.
Yep.
We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here's what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. Suppose we redesign the Sun Station. To generate power of that magnitude, a supernova is still our only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, but you'll need to find some way to halt your aging process. This is the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there's another way. God. We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system, and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. Yeah, and that's the ghost.
Yeah, the one that killed the Nomai.
It was just packed to the brim with ghost matter.
Yep.
Artificial gravity control. I guess I don't want to turn that off. That seems like a bad idea.
I don't think you want to yet, at least. It has a point eventually.
Whoa.
I mean, ultimately, you can turn it off if you want. You can turn it back on again or just restart the cycle. It's not going to matter, necessarily. Although, I think as they show you, this is the area where, when you want to try the ending of the game, I think this is where you have to start.
Well, if I disable the Ash Twin project, won't that prevent the cycle from happening over and over again?
Mm-hmm.
Giant's Deep Stone. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project, Phlox. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds, otherwise I imagine the experience will be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds, as a safety measure. However, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. I've already read this. I hadn't thought of that. I wonder if these are all ones I've already read.
They might be. I think they do repeat some of them as you go, just to make sure since the game doesn't know what order you do stuff in, you know.
Yep, I have read these. I think these are all duplicates. Okay. So, what happens if I just wait for the cycle to end while I'm in here?
You know, I haven't tried that.
Because isn't this technically safe?
Might be.
Well, I've been recording for exactly 20 minutes now.
Oh,
so...
yeah. Might be interesting to see. There are technically 3 ends to the game, I think. I don't know if one of them is basically undoing it.
Oh, this is the...
The Black Hole Forge, I think.
Yeah.
The hell of a city.
Oh. So this one puts me in the caves.
Oh yeah, the mining area. Wait, how many active masks are there? 3. Okay, it's you, the other explorer, and who's the third one?
What the fuck?
No. Wait, have you read those things on the spinny discs there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
7 minutes until end of cycle transmission. That can't be right.
I mean, depending on what you were doing at the time, it might not have... wait, didn't you also restart as well once?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Is my ship just... Oh, it's because we're in the heart of the
You're
planet,
spinning.
right?
Mm-hmm. You've been at the vessel too, right?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
I feel like I'm kind of stuck here for the moment until I do something with this.
Or leave, I guess. But what can you do with that?
I can remove the warp core,
Interesting.
which seems like a terrible idea.
If you want to stay immortal, I would say yes.
I mean, if I do this and then die, do I have to do the whole beginning of the game over again? Like,
I actually don't know.
go and get the launch codes and all that?
I honestly do not know.
You didn't do this?
Let me put it this way. When you decide to take that out, that is what triggers that song I was talking about when you hear the end game music where it's like, okay, do or die time, we hope you figured it all out.
Oh. Well, I haven't figured it all out.
You're pretty damn close, though, because you can also guess, like, where else have you been that needed a warp core
Well,
that didn't have one?
didn't they need a warp core to make another vessel? They
They
can't
were
expect
debating it, yeah.
they can't expect you to get this thing all the way to the vessel in Dark Bramble, can they?
Yep.
That's the goal? Oh my god, that's so far. And you have to maneuver
is.
past all the anglerfish with this damn thing?
I believe so.
Oh, wait a minute. What is that noise? Nah, it's nothing. But I didn't even see a place to put a warp core in that thing. There was nowhere to really access anything. Even if I could get
Actually-
it there.
I think you actually did. I'm just not sure you recognized it because the warp core that was there was busted. So it didn't have anything, it had no lights or anything inside it.
How do I even get out of here? Oh, the teleporter.
Yeah. Same way you came in. But,
I guess I could try
Yeah.
it.
I'd do it at the start of a cycle if you want to give it a shot. But you also have to know one other thing to make it all work. I think the 3 things you need to know are... You need to know where to find a warp core, you need to know where to take the warp core, and the ship that you're taking to, the vessel, you need to have the directions. So you need to know how to program the
Oh yeah, all
Nomai
those.
ship. Yeah, I don't know where you find that. I'll look that up quick. Yeesh, I'm hiccuping. You probably got a ton of new stuff, right?
Just one.
Okay, so to find the coordinates and enter them in the Nomai computer, you need to find the probe tracking vessel, and you need, or the probe tracking module.
This thing. The probe tracking module is receiving data from the launch pad from the launched probe. Any Nomai aboard the probe tracking module will be the first to see the coordinates of the eye of the universe. A Nomai computer reports the probe tracking module as missing. I saw the probe tracking module through a Nomai projection pool. It looks like the module is underwater. I could see the purple. Oh, so now that takes me all the way back to figuring out how to get to the core of Giant's Deep, which I still don't know how to do.
Okay, so you need to figure out how to get the core of Giant's Deep. So do you have any entries for Giant's Deep left?
Let me check. Like, I know I'm supposed to... Oh, God. The sun. I know I'm supposed to swim into one of the jellyfish, but I couldn't even get that low to begin with.
Yeah, I'm looking up right now how to actually get in. Oh, yeah. Okay, so where do you find the clue on that one? All right, so you need to get past the barrier of water, and then you need to get
Into a jellyfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured
Where
out the
do you get
jellyfish
the
part,
hint?
but it was
Where do you
the
get the hint about that?
it was the water part I couldn't get down through.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where they show you that.
Gabbro says there's a strong current beneath the surface of the ocean that prevents anything from sinking below it. The Nomai on construction yard saw something sink beneath the water current, which they previously thought was impossible. Feldspar found a way to reach the core of Giant's Deep. Tower of Quantum Trials. Gabbro, Statue Island, Statue Workshop. Yeah, there's got to be something I'm not realizing as far as getting beneath the surface.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where you get the hint for it. Is the sun about to explode?
Yeah, there's no point in doing anything else. I've got like 45 seconds at most.
Okay.
And yeah, there are significantly less stars in the sky.
It does look it, yeah. Okay, so I can't find a description of where you actually, where you get the clue of how to do get past that first thing. I can tell you what the clue is, or I can tell you a way to glitch it and get past it, which is kind of hilarious. I'm trying to find if I can figure out where the lab is for that.